Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is All Random Daily 007 speaking, your secret agent to loads of fun. I am playing Madden 22, and I'm playing as the Carolina Panthers versus the home team, Arizona Cardinals. The reason I haven't done a video lately is I have not felt good. I've been fighting a headache for almost a week now. It's really not a headache, it's a migraine. It's a really bad one. Today I still have it, but it's not as bad. And I kind of feel like just playing football today, so here we go. Let's get her done.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway here on EA Sports. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and we get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his third season in the National Football League.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
Here's Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
See, that's how you do it.
Kick the point after. this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. More now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Murray trying again after the pick six. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Murray. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Panther offense ready to go for their first possession, and at the helm you see him in his first year in Carolina after 3 with the Jets. It's Sam Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Yeah. No, if you want to turn on the air, go ahead. Alright. Bye. Sorry about that, folks.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Darnold, he's going to look deep for more, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. This is taken at the 23. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Darnold. He's going to look deep for more, and it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good, and that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. And this stadium is abuzz after that one, understandably so. I cannot believe he hit that thing.
And you can't help but think back to Tom Dempsey. And his record stood for, what, 43 years until Matt Prater broke it? And now here's a new record. And I'm with you. I cannot believe that ball went through the posts.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now a throw here to his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be a 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
from the gun on 3rd down. Murray. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now it's Darnold. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Hold on, guys. Okay. Sorry about the delay
So 3
there.
plays, already 1st and goal,
I had
and
to
they are
get
wasting
water
little
for my
time.
dog, and
McCaffrey, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers
had
touchdown.
to close my window because we got here.
Christian McCaffrey, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the route is on here in this 1st half. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Hassan Reddick able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A minute 52 to play until halftime. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now.
It's fast
the
on
field
the
goal
ground.
probably feels like a disappointment.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
His throw incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds.
And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a
Not only
stupid
did
throw.
they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Second down and goal. Darnold.
There we go.
It's caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back
My
line
dog
of
is
the end
watching
zone
me
for a
play
touchback.
on the computer.
Now Kyler
He's
Murray
watching
ready
the
to get
football
back
game.
under center. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to
He
find
likes to watch
something
Mom
here.
play
He's got to
football.
find something on this drive.
And sometimes
Like
you
Mom,
take out
Mom.
all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Murray going to throw. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th
Well, you
down
can try to
situation.
get
Really
treat
nice job
yourself.
defensively. They knew where the sticks
Gotta
were. They
wait.
got the
I'm
stop
busy.
before it.
I'm busy.
Here's Sam Martin
No.
now. He's been one of their few bright
begging me
spots
for
so
a treat.
far. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Here's Smith to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
He's going to the locker room. Fuck.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And that's caught inside the 35.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense...
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 60 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Murray now on 1st down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
He'll buy some time right. Murray has the 1st down and more. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Murray now running right on the option. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Oh, now Hopkins slow to get up here. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Nope, he's going to the locker room too. That's not good.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd
it's good for
time
me,
here
'cause
today.
it's on my team, but it's not good for them.
Prater's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
We saw it at Stanford. It does not surprise me to see it here in the NFL as well. This is one elusive young man.
He set the NCAA record in 2015, 3,864 all-purpose yards.
Listen, after watching that move, I just called for the trainer. I think I pulled a hammy just watching it.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the field goal unit is coming on here, and boy, this is going to be darn near impossible. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Farthest field goal I've
Arizona's
ever made is an
back out and ready to
82-yarder.
go.
So
Well,
a 75-yarder
folks here had hoped that maybe
this.
this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side of this one. Murray now on 1st down.
Oh,
and he's
picked
going to be
off.
intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Darnold on 3rd down. just a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
Oh, that's close.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the
Yeah,
question
he's
they've
in
got to
bounds.
decide. And I got to say,
From that
watching it
angle,
in
you can
real
tell
time,
he's
it was
in
awfully
bounds.
close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Yep.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down. One thing
That
I think
was
that's safe to
stupid.
say
Go
defensively,
all
the
the way over
tackling's
there
been
and
really
throw
good.
backwards.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling.
The Panthers
Sit down,
too strong.
motherfucker.
They get there and take him down. Hassan Reddick able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the
He
situation.
looked like he didn't know
In
what the
this
fuck
case,
he
though,
was
I think
doing.
he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
I can do it. Oh, it's 111 yards.
And now this is either a fake or their coach is delusional or both here. And this is good. He
Are
got
you
just
serious?
enough to clear
I just
the
beat
crossbar
my
as he
fucking...
drops it in from long distance.
Oh my god, it just
And they're
barely
well on their way
went.
now as the lead grows even larger.
111 yarder.
And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it.
Wow.
After the made field goal,
Pat
here's
yourself on
Sly
the
to
back
kick
for
this
that
one
one.
away.
Damn.
And this will be a touchback as that sails
Woo!
over the end line.
That's what I'm
Ready to
calling.
go with their next drive.
My
and at
record
the
right
line,
there.
The Cardinal
I don't
offense.
think I'll ever beat that.
You see
Ever.
a lot of frustrated faces as they are
That's
inching
crazy.
closer to a 4th straight loss. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10. Murray now. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out across midfield
But
down
I
to the
mean
45.
squat because the game is over.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Carolina, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year.
Ooh,
and they'll be
2-8.
on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.
Good luck.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
And that is it for this one. Me and Sammy are signing off. I love y'all. Peace.